If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Still Got Game, episode 466. Still Got Game is the official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
And I am Roger Hitman. I honestly don't remember how to do this.
Yeah, I'm Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
I do. It's James Yaunt Dog Yaunt.
And we're all back this week. Well, everyone but Tiff, but we've kind of put her on a little shelf to the side, and we're waiting for her to make her return. But at least the four of us are back, and it's been a while, gents. So it feels good to be back.
Yeah, rusty right now. It just realized.
Like as soon as you get to talk.
Yeah, it's like, oh, wait a second. What? How are we doing this?
Name?
Jan came back pretty strong considering it's been a long time for him. So we're looking good. But yeah, that's
good to
right,
have
folks.
us all back. So
all four of us are back, and we're going to try to piece together a show tonight. So we'll see what happens. And if you're in chat right now and you want to discuss anything or us to talk about something on the show, drop it in the chat and we'll try to work in the show. But otherwise, we'll just jump right in the mailbag for feedback and questions from our last episode. And remember, if you want to leave us a voicemail, it will cut you off after a minute. The Bix comments. I enjoy your show more than I should because I'm not really in your target age group. I'm a sophomore at UC Berkeley and was turned onto your show by my freshman roommate. I notice you do less episodes during the summer, but I'm looking forward to getting back to school and getting back on your weekly rotation. I don't think it's the summer. I just think we're willy-nilly on when we do episodes, but...
Hold on a second. Where are you finding these fucking fake emails from, Derek? I'm on to you. There's no way somebody told him about us. Like, what the...
Hey, can we pause for a second? Let's hit this up. Let's let him do the second one, and let's gangbuster this whole thing. So let him do the second one, and then we'll go.
I intentionally pick things that fit together in a theme. So I also chose Commander Poon's comment, and Commander Poon comments, I know your show is free, but doesn't it seem like you guys always slack off during vacation season? Why not plan all your vacations the same week or two to avoid this? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I want you to start sponsoring our show, and then we'll start doing it weekly.
So guys, next summer, we'll start talking in like May, and we'll figure out when we're all going to go on vacation at the same time.
we should go on vacation together.
Oh wow! Selden took that in a different place.
We can all bring our kids and leave them with Derek watching them in the hotel room.
That sounds a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. I like my kids too much.
But yes.
They'll never be the same. So soiled after that.
Yeah. So
yeah, I agree. I don't know where he gets these comments from.
I took both of these as underhanded insults that we don't do shows during the summer. But
I would agree we don't, because we have lives. We want to spend time with our families. And like the second guy said, the show is free, dude. We want to provide content when there is content. In summertime, there's never content. So what he wants to do.
Yeah, the show is free. So you get what you pay for. All right, next comment. The Goat 1111 asks, do you guys think you could try a themed episode at some point? Like one in which each of you spends the show acting like another member of the crew and stays in character the whole episode.
I got Derek right now. Hold on.
No.
Hold on. I got Derek.
This is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I hate this idea. This is the worst idea that anyone's ever suggested.
I know the people that are on the podcast couldn't see what I did, but I was being Derek for sure.
Yeah. No, he is. That's my every photo pose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of us could ever pull off a Derek. I don't think our
I don't have enough curse words in my repertoire.
You don't have enough.
Poopy darn fart.
Oh, yes, yeah, and you need a huge ego too to pull this off. So yeah, yeah, like a
But great
completely
idea.
blown up ego. But yeah, that maybe someday, but not anytime soon. I don't even know.
I don't know if
I
we'll
could
do each other, but we could do a theme of like, we do like
British
get dressed up
accents.
for Sea of
Cheerio,
Thieves
bloody hell.
or something.
Yeah.
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 Do it all British accent
Yeah.
episode.
Yes, like we could do like a terrible accent show one time. Can you do a British accent?
Wow, we could probably offend everybody in the world with that.
Oh, Derek already does, so we
Yeah.
got that covered. It's okay.
We could each do a terrible
This is a
accent
bad idea.
that are all different. So like I don't even want to do one right now because it's going to offend someone. Yes.
No.
So let's end this right here and move on to last but not least, Altius asks, where do you see the future of VR going? For a while, it was priced out of most budgets, but with the Oculus Quest 2 being the best-selling VR headset, perhaps it's moving in a different direction. What are you guys excited about?
I'll be honest,
Well-
we have one now, and my son loves it.
Which one? Oculus Quest
The
2?
Oculus Quest 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
They finally found a price
I
point
think
that
there's
people are
still a lot
jumping
of
on.
things that need
Yeah.
to be done first.
Yeah, and I don't want to spoil the story that's coming later. I believe you put it in the outline.
Is it
But Sony's
PSVR 2?
taking a step forward to push in VR as well. So
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. That may be.
I think it's
a
Until
big
big-
sell.
Nintendo
think
does it,
it's-
it won't matter.
it definitely has a better chance of surviving than 3D TVs.
Well, and those were
Yeah.
unstoppable.
No, yeah.
But
It still needs. There's a lot that needs to be done still before it. Like, there's more games to be made for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, one of the good things, I don't think you covered it in the story, is that Oculus came out and said that they're going to take out their proprietary language that they've been using behind the scenes for Oculus games, and they're going to go to the more open VR platform.
yeah,
So they're going in line with all the other VR platforms that are out there. So
nice.
hopefully
Good
we'll
to
start
hear.
seeing a lot more cross-gen games or cross-console games for those guys, and I think it's only going to help improve the whole ecosystem of VR at this point. So
yeah, between the price point and cross whatever, like that's win-win.
I mean, the price point, it wasn't too bad either. I mean,
No, that's what I'm saying.
depending on what version you got.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not even sure you need the bigger storage because you can just blow stuff away and re-download and whatever else. So, yeah, I think that price point is a unbeatable price point at this point.
You
Even-
guys need to hear that. That came from Derek. He's the guy that buys always the biggest, the best, and
Right.
before
Yeah,
it comes out. So,
Yeah. Yeah, so if I'm saying it's a good thing, it's a fucking good
Yeah.
thing.
yeah,
Uh,
and it's also I think it's repeatedly growing the Oculus platform using the Steam store. I think they're up to like 1/3 of the users at least on the Steam store are using the Oculus platform. So
nice.
it's that price point's definitely bringing a lot of people in. So
No, I'm like, yeah, I like where everything's going. I think my next purchase is probably gonna be the PSVR 2. Well, see where it goes.
then you could dust off your PlayStation 5 and start using it again.
Well, I turned it on the other day for something. I can't remember what, but
Charge your phone.
no, I just had to get some updates, I think. Oh, and to get my free games. But yeah. All right. Well, those were some great comments and questions, everyone. If you guys have comments or questions, you can always hit us up 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@toolsplay.com. And on that, why don't we hop on over into what we're playing? Hit, what have you been playing this week?
Not much really. Mainly because I got to play the Halo Infinite technical
Yeah.
test
Now we can
whatever
talk
that
about it.
thing's
Well,
named.
We can talk about the thing that we played this week. Yeah.
So then yeah, I played a shit ton of that,
you in
and
the
they kind
PC
like
flight or
once
the
it
console
ended, it
flight?
got. Yeah, I was on both.
Oh, okay.
I worked on both, so
All right, yeah.
I tried mainly. I downloaded it on my Xbox, but I played on PC. On on Steam. It was on based off of Steam. Like after that beta, like I didn't want to, I didn't want to play anything. So I could barely been playing anything since a little bit of Sea of Thieves. What else did I put?
Master Chief Collection.
Master Chief
Need 4B.
Collection. I did a little bit of that Back 4 Blood
I did
beta. I got
that
into the
too,
beta
yeah.
for that. Didn't really like that game.
Yeah, I forgot to put that on my list, but yeah.
Mario Golf had an update, so I tried out that new course in New Donk City and tried out the new character Toadette. And then a little bit of Warzone, even though like Warzone's dead to me, like at this point.
Warzone's dead to a lot of people. A lot of the streamers
Yeah,
are
like
moving away from it.
the cheaters drove away a lot of people. It's like really bad right now. And then like all that controversy we're finding out about like Activision and stuff, and it's like, why are we giving these guys money? So like it's it really soured my playing. Like the fact that they don't want to fix the game and their company is
Yeah, they're
terrible.
creeps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, we won't be able to buy games anywhere between Activision and Ubisoft, and
I
we'll just keep adding
know.
to the list.
It's a bummer. It's a bummer. So yeah, that's basically what I've been playing. Not too much. Really miss Halo, basically. Yeah.
Nice.
What were you guys?
Did you play a controller or did you play on
Mouse and keyboard.
I was curious.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm actually playing first time I'm playing a main Halo mouse and keyboard. Before it's always been controller. So I got to get used to like it at the beginning, but after a while I got really into it. Yeah.
Nice.
Zelda, what have you been playing?
The main game I've been playing a little bit more than the other games is this game called Urban Trial Tricky. It's kind of like
here we go.
Was this free or was it $5?
Right off the get-go, this is how you're starting off.
No, this game is great. It's kind of like a mix between Trials, the old motorcycle, get through the course as fast as you can type balance game, but it's also mixed with a lot of skate features to it, so you're doing tricks and stuff like that. It's a ton of fun to play. It was originally came out on the Switch, but it hit the Steam store a couple weeks ago, so I picked it up and I've been playing it, and it's a ton of fun. If you're looking for like a nice arcadey type of game to just dick around with a little bit, it's definitely hits that mark. Besides that, I've been playing World of Tanks. I got back into that because there's not much out there right now. Going through and hitting my at least my 5 main tanks each day, playing a couple games with them, so building up my gold on that. Genshin Impact, I got back in a little bit because my son was playing it, so I joined back with him and ran a little bit with him. Other than that, on the Xbox, really, Microsoft Flight Simulator is the only one I've really been playing on the Xbox.
We got to a real game. Nice. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I'm like, finally.
But they did a good job of getting Microsoft Flight Simulator onto the Xbox. The only issue I had when I first initially booted it up is that I guess my settings were coming over from the PC version, because I actually had to hook a mouse up to my Xbox so I could navigate the menus, because it wasn't recognizing the controller and shit. So I did a little research, and that's what a lot of people said, that if you're coming over from PC to that if you can't control the menus, just plug a mouse into it and you can control the menus with that.
Because I came from PC to Xbox and didn't have any issues. But
it was definitely me. So it was out there. So so if anybody's having issues with that, because I couldn't even start a flight because I couldn't get to the just take a tour or anything like that. So weird. But other than that, just my mobile games, the Empires and Puzzles and Puzzle Combat games. So how about you? Yeah. Anything?
No, nothing. Moving on.
Good. All right. Well, I played a game I haven't played ever, Halo Infinite, and I played the shit out of all the flights that were available this weekend, and it was pretty awesome. And was it this weekend or was last? Yeah, whatever it was, last week. But yeah,
last weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Enjoyed the shit out of it, and like you hit. Now you could see why after someone plays Halo Infinite, you don't want to play any other games because you're kind of jaded. So the only thing I could go to after that was I started playing Flight Sim on the Xbox, It's a weird UI. It's tough to get used to with the controller and everything else.
It's
But
a PC UI.
yeah, exactly. So I changed my font
Sure.
sizes. It's just nice to be able to sit and play Flight Simulator on a 75-inch TV versus a small display. It was pretty glorious. And Tiff was sitting next to me, and I was cruising over our house and everything else, and then I crashed into some trees, and she was loving it and cracking up. But I really enjoyed the shit out of it. I also
Yeah, it was nice because like
go ahead.
I was gonna say it was nice playing on the Xbox because I have an older graphics card in my computer.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna
it
ask,
was-
I was gonna ask you guys, like, especially Selden, of the two versions. Like, do you tell a difference? Is there,
I think the Xbox version is better than the one on my PC because, as I said, my
but your
graphics card is a little
Xbox
outdated,
is better than your PC. Yeah, like way
So-
better.
Which
Yeah,
card
because I
do you
can I
have?
can render better graphics and stuff like that on the Xbox right now than I can. I have a 1070.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I have a
so-
1080,
yeah, your
Ti,
Xbox is way
and I
better.
feel like the Xbox is better. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
it
feel.
was-
It is
Okay.
way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rendering the trees better, rendering the water better.
The Series
bridges
X
were
is like in
better.
a 2000 series GPU, like for
Yeah.
NVIDIA. Yeah.
It looks fantastic, and considering Tiff and I live right across from like a reservoir, like I was flying low over that, and like the water looks beautiful, and it's crazy.
Yeah, and there was
so-
no stuttering at all compared to what
Yep.
my my PC was doing
Yep.
with it. So
Yep. No, that
They had a VR update too for that game, right, Selden?
I did try the VR version of it, and
Any better?
my graphics card fucking just was burning out of my PC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It hated it. So I gave up real quick on the VR version of it. I'm sure if you had a
Yeah,
better
exactly.
graphics card or something like that, or a better headset, then it would definitely.
I
make a
haven't
difference,
tried
but-
it. I should
Yeah,
try
you should
it.
be the one to try
but
it.
yeah.
But it's
I haven't-
fantastic
yeah, I haven't a chance.
on the Xbox. And then I didn't put it here, but the only other thing that I ended up playing, I went up to Fun Spot in New Hampshire again. I usually go there once a year for the world's largest arcade. Go there once a year, hang out with GBMS, and play some games. So I played a lot of games. I will say that, having gone there for 25 or more years, actually, yeah, probably 30 years, every year, minus last year, they did start to get rid of some stuff. Not the classic arcade games, but like newer arcade games, and they've started replacing them with ticket games, which is probably just because they had some issues during the pandemic keeping funding coming in or whatever. But still a good time. Love going there. So big shout outs to Fun Spot. And then I didn't play any mobile games for like the last month.
Good for you.
Wow.
Not even Pokemon Go?
No, not even Pokemon Go hit.
Wow.
Is that because
I'm
Niantic
so
took
proud
away
of
your
you.
abilities?
I know.
Yeah, because
I almost want to give Derek a hug.
yeah, I
Wow.
didn't play any Wizards Unite. I didn't phone in my one daily catch. I didn't do any of those things. I broke free.
Now, is this because
That's
they
awesome.
Niantic pulled back on all the remote
The COVID
playability
things,
of it?
yeah. Because as soon as they were like, no,
Yeah.
we want you to go out and hang out with people, I was like, fuck you, you fucks. Like, be responsible. Now, granted, I'm not responsible, but
Regardless of
They-
that fact, it was still a better. It made it a better game.
yeah, it did.
And they
I know
took
that
it away.
Niantic came out and said that they started a focus group within Niantic to
This is in our
address
stories
those
tonight,
issues
so
that they had with it.
Yeah, thanks, Seldo.
Well, then I will
Yeah.
shut up until the
Just
story. I didn't read that
jump
one.
again.
It's funny because
Next story, please.
it's funny because he earlier he's like, I don't want to ruin it, and then later on the show he ruins
just ruins
it.
I didn't know that story was in there. I suck. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
I suck.
Oh, classic Selden.
Oh my
Ah,
god,
all right.
killing me, Selden.
On that, let's move on to the new releases. This is kind of new releases from the last couple weeks, and I weeded out all the shit ones or that were re-releases just for the Series X and S and PS5. So really the only major new release out was Microsoft Flight Simulator for Xbox Series X and S, out last year for the PC, and it's like we all have said, it's fucking phenomenal. Did you even try it on the Xbox hit?
No,
No.
I don't have the storage for it.
Okay.
I don't have the storage for it.
Yeah, it's fucking
I
phenomenal.
need to get me one of those sticks.
Yep.
Yeah, flight stick would be fucking awesome.
No, the storage
No, he
sticks.
meant
I
the
need,
storage
I need to
stick,
get me
yeah.
one of
Okay.
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you've got Game Pass, this is a freebie, and they did something that I don't think Flight Sim has ever done, where they've made it like, so you have the dorks that have all the equipment and know how to do shit, and they've made it like really easy, where you can just be like, I want to do this one where I start flying and I'm right near the Eiffel Tower, and you're like, oh, okay, sick, and you just zzz right around the Eiffel Tower or whatever. So they've made it for new people to the game. They've made it really easy to come in. So I'm enjoying the shit out of it, and until my next secret game or public flight of Halo Infinite, I will probably just be playing Flight Sim. So, but on that,
Have you? When I first started playing Flight Sim on PC, a lot of the features weren't turned on, like live weather and other players.
yeah, those
I'm
are all
curious
on the
for you,
Xbox,
like
yeah.
for you guys, was that automatically okay?
Yep.
I assume it's probably just because it was like really new then. But
Yeah, because when
have
I
you
started
flown
playing
around
the
when they're,
PC,
like
they
people
weren't
are
on.
other people are there?
I haven't seen anyone, but
And have you played with any of your friends also?
I also have not done that. But no one's flying near my
Yeah, I
house,
saw.
so. But if any of you guys want to play one night, we could all hop
See,
on.
but I
and-
saw thousands of people like when I was playing. It was actually kind of annoying.
I don't know if it's
What is
turned
it
on
games you
mine.
guys keep talking about playing? I don't understand.
What's that? Flight Simulator.
Jan's joking that he doesn't understand games
Yeah.
anymore.
don't.
Yeah, no, I only
don't get
fly in places that no one would fly. Like I picked an Air Force base super close to my house, took off from there, and then flew over to my house. So yeah.
Yeah, places that you illegally can't fly.
But yeah, if you guys want to do a play one night, we can do that and stream or whatever.
I mean, yeah, we could. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have to be told like the same place to land.
Yeah,
Do
same
a
takeoff
Discord or
airport
Xbox
and-
charter.
Yeah, we just take off
Yeah,
from
and
the
then
same
I've
airport.
done it. I've already done it. I played with friends before.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of cool, like, just flying around, but it's not much to it. Like it's not
How many
really a
people can you
I know,
fly
multiplayer.
around with
It's
at
not
a
like there's
time?
fighting or anything else. once you're there.
Whoever's in the world. Whoever's out
I've
in the
watched a
world.
couple guys, a couple streamers. They actually did like river races together and stuff like that. So they
Yeah.
pick the start of the river, and then they'd race to whoever could land on the beach at the delta of the river, which was pretty cool. So
Nice. Yeah, if you guys want to do that, we'll do it one night. Hit'll run it since he's done it before, but yeah, we can do that.
Cool.
All right. Well, let's move. Well, we're cruising tonight, but let's move on over to gaming news. First story. Microsoft starts publicly testing Xbox Night Mode. So this is something for those of us that play at night, and sometimes want to play on a TV. This is kind of a good thing. So forget the fact that dims like your Xbox thing and the little light on your controller and everything else, but it changes up the way that surround sound works. It changes up the way that HDR works and dims the whole screen. And because when it's pitch black and it's 1 a.m, you don't really want those bright lights jumping out at you. It's kind of like when you use that dumb mode on your phone that kind of tones everything down at night too. It doesn't look as realistic, but your eyes don't notice
Dumb
it
mode.
because it's night. You like that hit? Do you use that mode on your phone?
No.
No, nobody does because it's dumb. It doesn't look right. Your
I
phone
use it
looks
on
yellow.
my phone.
Selden, you don't even have a
You
phone.
also don't have a real phone, Selden.
Yes, yeah.
You
You had to know that
doesn't
was
look
coming.
yellow, but
Yeah.
it definitely dims it around. So
Yeah, it yellows it. Yeah. So, I think this is cool.
maybe it's just not as good on your phones.
No, we're in the superior phone market. You're in the let me buy the ghetto cheap shit. Anyway, so this is gonna be pretty cool. I like this, and I hope that it's individual things you can toggle on and off. Because I would like some of these things and not others of these things. Like especially not changes to the sound if I'm using a headset, because it doesn't matter if you're using a headset. If it's coming out of the TV or a stereo system, you definitely want to bring up certain sounds and bring down other ambient sounds. But yeah, I think it's a cool feature, and I think that it's just shows the forward looking of Microsoft. So, Sultan, do you already have this on your flight?
No, I didn't. If it's on there, I didn't activate it or anything like
okay.
that, so I didn't see it.
All right. All right, next story.
I'll take one.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Unless you want to go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was actually looking at one. It actually caught my
Okay.
eye. I've been looking,
Go, bud.
researching it here. Okay, so Xbox Cloud Gaming is now out for PC, on PC for testers, bringing console exclusives to computers. This is coming from GameSpot. Xbox Cloud Gaming is now out for PC testers. Cloud Gaming and the Xbox app on Windows PCs has arrived. So basically, it's an app where you can now play the cloud gaming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the Xbox app on the
Yeah.
PC. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
And
I
you
don't
need a
think it's
controller. Have you tried this? Has anyone tried this? Okay, so the reason I
Not
caught
on
my
the
eyes, I
PC,
didn't,
but
I
I've
didn't, I
tried
did
some
not know
of it.
about this.
Oh, you didn't know about this until now?
I'm curious about the. I didn't know this up until now. No,
The latency?
that's why I caught my eye and I was reading into it. The latency. No, I didn't know that there was an app now.
Yeah,
Last time I heard the stage they were at was just web browsers, right? So this is
Oh yeah, no, I've been
app
using
is
it for a
now
while.
new to me. Yeah.
No, this is
Has
like
Yeah, the
anyone
web
tried
browser
this? Does it work?
functionality has been
Yeah.
open for everybody for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a little laggy depending where you're at, but it's actually really fun to play.
Interesting.
Yeah, they did a good job at it, and it's definitely if you can test it out and try it out for yourself, you can see definitely how well they've actually done on it. I still am not 100% sure I want to play, like a
Yeah.
death match against people,
Yeah.
just due to latency and stuff like that. But my skills are so bad, it probably wouldn't show anyway. So,
well, it also brings out a whole bunch of games that are not latency dependent that you couldn't play on a PC that now you can. That were Xbox exclusive previous. So, I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, they're really merging all the technologies together, which is nice. I mean, they're really bringing out that play anywhere because
Yep.
I mean that's the real step is to be able to have the cloud gaming to where because I thought it was cool because I was playing Outsiders and then I was at work I was messing around with it on my phone and it just picked up right where it left off, which was pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, no, I think they're going in the right direction with this, and the faster everyone's internet gets, and the lower latency connections becomes better and better and better. And I know that at least 3 of us have pretty awesome connections. So I don't notice, at least from I haven't tried on the PC yet, but from other devices when I've used the cloud gaming, it's very low latency. Like I played a game of Master Chief Collection and of multiplayer on a Chromebook with a controller, and I came in first like 3 games in a row. Like the latency is not terrible, especially for a device that's connected via Wi-Fi. So, but it's a part of my testing. So.
See, like I've tried it on the web browser on my PC, and I tried playing Sea of Thieves on all of them, and it was like rough. And then I tried it on my phone through the web browser.
Better?
And it was better.
Yes.
It was better,
Okay.
but it was rough.
Okay.
And I haven't really tried it since. I don't know if it got better.
Yeah, the native apps seem to work better than the web browser.
yeah.
The web browser's like
Yeah.
your last choice. It's like Wi-Fi versus wired kind of thing. But
So you're saying this is all in the Xbox app, right?
yep.
And how does this work? And how does this work? Is this just the cloud games, or is this your console is your server being streamed to you. Is that a thing yet? Also, or like when is that a thing? Or
That's in testing, I think, still
Yeah.
for certain devices. I don't think it's out
because
yet
I've
for-
seen people on Twitter talk about it. And I'm like, how the fuck do you do that?
It's in one of the.
Yeah,
it's
I've
the
been able to
beta
do it on
rings.
my.
Yeah, Selden's probably in the ring.
No, okay.
Yeah, I've done the streaming my Xbox to my phone and stuff like that without a
And
problem,
how's
so-
that?
It actually works really well as long as you have a good Wi-Fi connection.
But
to
is
your
it
phone.
like comparable to the cloud gaming option? Like, is it the same and one's better than the other? What like?
I'm going to say that the cloud platform will eventually be better than the from your console version because the console's got to go from your console up to the network and then back to your phone.
Right,
So you're adding like almost an extra level because
right.
you're adding that because then any action that you take has got to go from your phone back to the wherever you're connected back to the Xbox at that point.
So it doesn't recognize you're on the same
I just
network
think-
and go direct.
No, it's definitely a Wi-Fi connection. It's definitely somehow remotely. It's not going through directly to the Xbox now.
Yeah, okay.
At least from what I can tell.
That's what I thought the benefit
Like,
of that
I've tried it-
was that it was going to go direct.
I don't believe it does. Maybe it does, but I'm under the impression that it's all being processed over the internet.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll all find out soon enough.
Because I've done it from I've done it from the library where I connected to my Xbox at home and
well, that's
was able to play the games from my Xbox.
But it's if you're at home playing games on your Xbox at home, it should go direct, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Alright.
I'm not gonna be able to say either way on that one though.
All right,
I don't have
Selden's
the network
lying,
engineering
ladies and
skills
gentlemen.
behind me.
He
to look
doesn't
at
know
that,
what's
so.
going on. All right. Next story.
All right, I'll take it.
All right.
A sealed copy of Super Mario Brothers has sold for a record-breaking 2 million. Sorry, Derek, did I take yours?
No, I'm just this story pisses me off to no end.
That somebody would spend that much money on an unopened box of Super Mario?
Like we all could have done this if we just knew. Like we should
right.
always buy 2 of everything and just keep one forever.
Well, that's why some of the stuff that nobody can see, but the stuff behind me is in a box still because I know it's gonna be worth something. Some of it actually is worth something, not this much, but
Yeah.
so. There was a box version of Legend of Zelda that sold for 870,000 at auction as well. But also in the story also says it previously sold to a collector for 1.56 million originally before.
Wow,
So whoever bought it originally took a loss on that one.
no,
Yeah.
because isn't this 2 million?
Yeah, no. I'm saying
so-
this is the
Yeah,
2
so
million.
It's a turn and
Yeah.
burn. You just made 400,000 for
Yeah.
nothing.
I thought he was going from the other game that he was talking about, the Legend of Zelda that sold for 800.
No, I jumped. Sorry,
Yeah, no.
Selden.
Yeah, we're all just keep up, Selden.
Listen up, Selden.
Sorry. I'll just keep drinking my
Don't
beer
you
and
love
shut
having
up.
3 guys all picking on?
I just think this is interesting as a collector of I don't collect video games, but like other stuff that I collect, it's interesting to see some of this stuff people it's never been open. It's been in this graded box. And like who does that though? Like I'm gonna buy 2 copies and I'm gonna put one in a graded box
From
and then
the
like
80s. From the
Yeah.
80s. Maybe it was
Maybe
just
it's
a box
that
that
guy
got
that
lost.
had his mom and dad get that, or his mom and dad got divorced. His dad bought him a present and gave it to him, but he never opened it, and it's still wrapped in his closet. And he finally opens it.
It's like,
yeah, but the
holy
thing is, you
shit.
got it. Yeah, but to keep it nice and get it, I don't even know what the grading was. I'd have to go see what the grade. So no. The copy was graded at a 9.8 A+ rating. Okay, so do you understand? He wouldn't just have it in a box sitting somewhere. Like this is like he got it off
Hermetically
the shelf with
and put
gloves
it in a
on.
safe.
and
Yeah.
put it into a sealed box and sent it to him right away and kept it for this much time. Like that's how ridiculous this is. So
well, we can all
Yeah.
think of things like
I mean that's
I'm sure at some point the
Yeah.
original Halo is going to be the same way. I'm pretty sure. Like you can not 2 million, but you can name iconic games that if you had. the
Ooh, really? You
original-
think Halo won?
Yeah, but you would have to. But Derek, the things
I
about
have
this
an
stuff,
unsealed
is
copy.
you have to you have to put
nice.
it in and get it graded.
Yeah, you have to get it graded and put in
You
one
have
of
to
the,
put it in
the
something and
hard
get it graded.
shells. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in a hard shell right now. And, yeah.
Well, might be time hit.
I'd go get it graded. See what you got.
Because
Interesting.
it's the iconic game.
Do you guys understand how the grading works, though?
Yeah.
You guys
I
understand
assume
how the
it's like
grading
comic
works?
book
Maybe
grading.
they are.
Yeah.
It's similar. So, like, you got to look at the detail of all the artwork, how crisp and clean it is, how centered it is, top, bottom, and side on all four sides. So, I mean, in top and bottom, if it has no dents, no scratches, no creases, I mean, there's a long list of stuff that they go through and grade these things for. But that's just the overall, like, and this one said exceptional condition. Like, literally, selling, like, this guy bought it and instantly put it in a box.
This is
And
when
sent it to
games used to
upgrade.
come in cardboard boxes. At least Hits Halo comes in a clamshell. So
that hard.
yeah.
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 So that's a little harder to fuck up.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yep. That's
I also
Well,
have
no,
an
it's not, because if
unsealed
you took
copy
those
of Halo
stupid,
1
remember the clamshells when they
PC.
first came out? They had the stupid, like,
the
round stickers
seal.
on the corner. So you're like
yeah.
digging your fingernails to get in there to try to get it
Yeah,
open,
yeah.
or you just cut the seals all the way down.
Yep, that's true. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how much Hits Halo's worth in 10 years. All right.
Halo 1 PC as well.
Yeah,
In a
nice.
box, cardboard box.
You better put that in a clamshell right now.
Yeah,
Something.
that one might have. Yeah, that one might need to.
Yeah, that one might not be worth shit. Yeah, yeah.
I'll give you $60 for it right now.
Well, that might be your best offer, but
It's okay. I'll hold on to it.
all right. Next story.
I'll take this one. Hey, guess what? Niantic forms internal task force to address concerns of Pokemon Go fans.
Okay, next story.
Who cares?
Niantic did come out with a statement trying to appease the masses, because I guess there was a change.org that was sent out.
Oh,
that had
everyone on
over
social media
160,000
was so
people.
pissed. So
And,
pissed.
Yeah, it looks like the company came out and said, quote, to address the concerns you have raised, we are taking the following actions. We are assembling an internal cross-functional team to develop proposals designed
the
to preserve
Avengers?
our mission of inspiring
Mm.
people to explore the world together,
Well,
Suicide
while
Squad?
also addressing specific concerns that you have raised regarding
Justice League?
interaction distance.
Have it.
It's just a league
Stop it.
dark.
Here's some other things that I've heard too about this. Is the community manager, the one that was actually the voice for the people, she quit.
She quit over it?
She quit. No, she quit when this happened. So there was obviously something internal going on with this, and obviously she didn't like it, so she quit. So that when your community manager quits, aside of Deej quitting, because that's a totally different story.
Wait, why did
but-
Deej quit?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Probably because he wanted to make real money. Didn't want to be a community manager for a video game. Probably, just guessing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, anyways, when you
Hashtag
leave,
trash
when you leave
jobs.
something like
Hashtag
that,
get paid shit. Hashtag not real computer science. Yeah. All right, moving on.
hashtag.
I
moving
regret
on.
asking. I regret my comment.
You should.
Take it back.
I'm so
Take it
sorry,
back.
guys.
Yeah.
So much anger.
It's
All
not
right, next
anger.
story. Derek.
Wait, you can't throw me one. All right.
Next story.
Trailer for canceled Duke Nukem Begins game surfaces online. So this is like the ultimate fuck you. Like we weren't even ready for this game. Like Duke Nukem Forever, which we were ready for and fucked us. But this is a game that we didn't even know was coming and then was canceled. And then we got a trailer for it, and now I want this game. Like,
This game was canceled after Duke Nukem Forever bombed and ruined the name of the franchise, right?
Yeah, I wrote the Tool to Play review for that, and I was the only person that wasn't blacklisted from the PR company after writing that review for some reason. But that was that big scandal we covered 10, 12 years ago. When
It's called small potatoes.
Yeah. Wow. We were big potatoes at the time. Back when people used to use internet forums, that's where the bulk of traffic used to go. And then we switched to the Facebooks.
I was there, Derek.
We switched to the
And got
Facebooks.
ruined.
We switched to the Facebooks and the Twitters, and but that was I'm kind of sad we didn't get to see this game. This could have been like the comeback after Duke Nukem Forever. And then it was like, bullshit, we're rebooting. Duke Nukem Begins. And then put out something kick-ass. Like, I miss Duke. None of you guys have this nostalgia for Duke Nukem than I do?
Not really.
Nah.
Selden is muted.
No.
Like typical Selden in the middle of a show, mutes himself and then forgets to unmute.
I muted myself so I could open my beer. No, I do have a nostalgia for Duke Nukem, but I think it's got a place in history and it needs to stay there at this point, because although Duke Nukem Forever had certain parts of the game that were really well done, but just due to the fact that they went through so many different hands and so many different groups that were programming for it, and they fucked it the whole basket up together. I just don't think that they can ever recover and get something out that's going to be worthwhile.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they canceled it, because it probably would have fucking bombed and killed it even more.
Well, who knows? All right. Next story. Don't everybody jump on it at once, Selden. Yacht. It.
Fine.
All right,
Xbox
here we
will
go.
host another indie games showcase on August 10th.
End of
I
story.
didn't read the story, so I can't tell anything about it. So excited. Yay, indie games.
I think that's the end of story.
I got nothing.
Yep. Yeah, I put that story there as
Only an event Selden will like.
a title thing. Oh, see, it was either Selden was going to take it or we were all going to shit on it. So, and Selden, you failed. You failed the city. So,
It wasn't my turn to take another story.
There's no turns at this point. It's first come, first served. You could even take a double dip at that if you feel bad that we missed it, but I don't think you feel that bad.
No,
What's
because I've been shit on enough this episode. I don't want to get shit on anymore.
All right, next story.
Cut my losses.
I'll take this one. Sony wants.
Go ahead.
Selden, I'll give this to you.
Oh,
This
okay.
will be your redemption. Go
Oh,
ahead.
fuck you.
No
way, man. I don't
Redeem
want it.
yourself.
Nope. All right. Sony apparently wants AAA games to support VR for PSVR 2. It has come out that PlayStation is requesting all their AAA titles to support the VR headset so that you can handle up to 110 degrees, I believe, of view space, and also support the pixels resolution that the PSVR is going to be handling. I don't know if this is something that you really want to force on companies to do personally. I like the idea of telling people that they want to support the VR platform going forward, but I don't know if that's something you want to do with some of your AAA titles that are coming out in the future. I don't know.
I don't know. I think Hit brought
I
this
like
up.
this.
Yeah, Hit brought this
I
up
like
years
this.
ago where he was like, we should take every shooter and we should make it so that like your FOV is your head turn and you should still use the controller for everything else. And like, there's plenty of ways to work AAA games into this. And
Right. It doesn't necessarily have to be interactive. It can just be experience based also, right?
Just the HUD, boom, heads up display. I would be happy with VR if all shooters just had the virtual HUD. And when you turned your head, that was your field of view. Like, that's a huge step to begin with.
It is, because we have a shooter on our Oculus Quest, and it's awkward to run, and it's just awkward to move because you're sitting there, you don't think of it to like move your head by moving the controller or whatever.
You just want to move your fucking head.
Yeah. So you're really, because you're standing up and you're really doing motions and stuff because you're like have to do a real reload and all kinds of stuff. So to not have to move your head seems really weird.
Yep.
especially when you're aiming too, because you really want to. I don't know.
Just
it
look where you're
it
aiming and
feels-
aim. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the one genre that definitely works with forcing everybody to do is racing games. I mean, racing games should all be easily transferred
I
into
feel like
a
racing and shooters.
VR environment.
Yeah,
So
both of those.
yeah.
I do like the updated specs of the PSVR 2. It basically takes what Oculus Quest 2 did and multiplies the resolution n-fold. It increases the FOV, decreases light intake unintentionally through the sides and everything else. Like, I think the PSVR 2 is going to be a badass piece of hardware. If you have a PlayStation 5, this seems like a no-brainer.
What do you think the price point will be?
$399.
$50 more than the old one.
I'm going
when it first came
$399 on record. Yep.
Wow, I think
I bet Derek's right on that because they want to compete with the Oculus, so they want to make sure it's the same price
first time ever when someone ever said, "I bet Derek's right on that."
The first time ever? Don't be a douche.
All right.
Not the first time ever.
All right, maybe the second time.
just based on the specs, I just imagine it's going to be priced higher, but you might be right. But I mean,
You got to compete.
Well, and not only that, everything that's going on right now, supply and demand stuff, like I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't a little bit higher than that as well with all the components and stuff. So I don't know, but I think the price point of 400 is probably pretty correct on that.
It's tough to charge more for the VR headset than you charge for the console.
Yeah, not only that, like it goes with, you got to look at the Oculus Quest and then
at $3.
All the rest of them, you really have to look at their pricing scale, how they do it, and how they are, bumping it up so that really bring it into the market correctly and still make enough money on it. So, because they don't want to lose their butt on a VR system.
No, exactly.
They'll lose money on the console, but they don't want to lose money on the VR.
Yep.
But I think they came out not long ago saying that the actual PlayStation 5 disc version is actually in the profit margin of making money now, where the discless version is still selling at a loss. But I see this pricing right about the same price point as a PlayStation 5 at this initially. It could come down hopefully soon after that, but the specs and the tech going into it, I think, just pushed it up a little bit higher than $399. So.
We'll see. Time will tell. All right, next story.
Crickets.
Selden. There's a story that has Zynga in the title. That's instantly a Selden thing.
I think we already talked about the company that they bought. Didn't we talk about this a couple weeks ago?
I don't think so. This was new news.
Talk about it now.
I think we talked about the people that made Golf Rival being bought out by Zynga.
All right, Selden saying
why don't you talk about it again, Selden?
Selden doesn't like this pressure. I'll help Selden.
I'm pulling it up.
Oh, okay.
Right, go ahead.
Oh, now that you got it, I'm not going to help you.
No, I stopped loading it. I gave up on it. All right, here we go.
This is what happens when I don't show up.
Zynga has acquired Chinese mobile studio behind Golf Rival for $525 million. Social company Zynga apparently is looking to increase their portfolio, and they picked up for over $500 million Golf Rival. I think we all play, or at least a couple of us played Golf Rival for a little while. Yep. Looks like they have over 6 million downloads in 2021 alone, and is currently being touted as the second largest mobile golf game in the world.
What's the first? There's a second?
Yeah, I know, right?
What?
It's number one.
What kind of a fucking...
So I feel
Golf
like
Battles is probably number one.
Oh, maybe, yeah. So I feel like the only way this works is if the value add from the microtransactions is probably somewhere in the hundreds of millions, and then you're counting on those to continue, because otherwise this is absurd, right? $525 million
Yes.
for a mobile game studio? Yeah. No, so they have to have books that show that they're making 250 million in
Well,
microtransactions, and you're like, well, if you buy
yeah,
us, it'll pay off in 2 years, and they're banking on, well, maybe our shit was going to trail off, and Zynga's banking on, well, maybe this is going to keep going for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So that's the balance here, and
They might be looking at. Yeah, they may be looking at other IPs that they're developing and what they can do with the market that and the idea and the platform that they have with Golf Rivals. So picking them up might be
Chess
future.
Rivals.
Yeah. So
I don't know. The microtransaction thing, I'm sure it's probably huge. I
Yeah,
mean,
and
people
that's
want to customize their ball or their
Yep.
golf putter head, whatever they
Yep.
want to do. You know, it's
plus this is just giving them another step into the Chinese market because I think it's difficult to get some American companies over into the Chinese market, and this company coming from China might give them the ability to capitalize on some of the purchases that are going on over in China. So
until they're like, fuck that American company bought this studio. Fuck that. We're boycotting. And then it's done. So yeah, it's a risk reward system, but I think they're definitely banking on the previous microtransaction rate, and they're hoping that continues. And the company that sold it is probably thinking, hey, we had our heyday and this is going to go away. And if they're wrong, they still got 525 million, and Zynga makes out. If they're right, they got 525 million, and Zynga doesn't get anything additional. So yeah, it's a weird market that none of us understand. All right.
Not at all.
Yeah, especially you hit. All right.
Yeah.
Last story. I'll take this. Winner in Steam controller case says Valve should pay $6.5 million in attorney's fees. So this case is the tip of the iceberg, as we say, because there's controller drift cases against Xbox, and there's cases against
Nintendo.
Yeah, in Nintendo and the Joy-Cons. So this is the first case that we're coming to this point. And for them to win this case and be like, hey, not only are you fucking paying us, but you're paying all of the fucking attorney's fees that we had to deal with to fucking bring this case to you of $6.5 million. This makes all the other cases, and probably the companies behind them, Microsoft and Nintendo, and I don't know how many others there are, but they're probably pretty nervous about this right now.
They should be, for sure.
And as consumers, we should all be pretty happy about this. Because how many, just think of your controller graveyard. So in the Nolan house, granted, we have 6 people, we have tons of consoles, but I would say the controller graveyard of issues with controllers over Xbox 360 and Xbox One has been to the point of 30 something controllers. And I know we're higher.
Yeah, mine's probably been around 10 or 15. It's been me.
Yeah. So see, yeah. So think about that. Think about any other product that you buy that has no resiliency or little resiliency. Maybe I'm lowballing. I didn't want to seem highball, so I picked a lower number, and then Jan's like, I'm half that. So maybe we're way more than that, but between the ones
I'm just feel the same way, Derek. I think it's
they
like I'm so irritated with Nintendo
last.
and their Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Their Joy-Cons, I don't understand. We even sent them back. We sent them back to them, and they sent us these ones, and within a week they're broken already.
See, that's fucked up.
How garbage is that?
Yeah.
And then it's like $80 to buy a new set.
Yep.
Like rip off.
So this case could be the start of something different. Like, how many controllers would you say that you've had to toss out or put aside in a different pile because they're shitty? And you're like a one person, single guy, no family.
See for me, it's not that many. It's like maybe like 3,
'Cause he
4,
plays
maybe.
PC more. So
No, because but the thing is, I have tons of controllers. It's just like I just keep replacing them before they like really break down to the point where they need replacing. Basically,
Okay. But that's still 4 for one guy. So if you
Sure.
if you make that a family of 6, that's 24.
sure.
yeah,
So
which
so
is ridiculous.
You're right on pace.
But like I'm not upset about it. Like I don't know what else they could do like to fix the problems that I have with my controllers, like wear and tear. Like
No, maybe use
Mo-
metal
mo-
parts
mo-
inside
mo-
instead
mo-
of plastic.
most of my things were just wear and tear, and it's I don't know. Just
No. I have a controller sitting on my desk. I bought one of the Microsoft, specialty colored controllers
Yeah.
and like I didn't play on it that long for it to already be drifting.
right,
Okay.
right. I can see that.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And you pay a
Like,
premium.
and I bought
Yeah,
it said
the
me
o-
I bought a custom controller from them. It wasn't completely custom, color custom, but it was still custom controller with my name on it and everything. And you're telling me that it breaks within less than a year?
Yeah.
Like they should have testing for this to where it doesn't do that.
The only controller of mine that I don't consider it broken, but like it definitely had its wear and tear, and it kind of annoyed me because it shouldn't have had wear and tear. It was my first Elite controller. Like I
Oh,
really messed up the joysticks.
Yeah, those things
Oh,
are
the
But
first
it's like
Elites
they
were
shouldn't have.
terrible.
But like they advertise them as the last controller you'll ever need. You
Yeah.
know, like it.
No, I
don't know.
I
It
did
shouldn't
a
have
warranty
shouldn't have done.
replacement on mine. Tiff did a warranty replacement on hers. Hers was out of warranty for the second one, so I like cannibalized hers to fix mine. That first one was terrible. The second Elite has been great. But yeah, it shouldn't have. You're right.
But I wonder, does PlayStation controllers, because they have the better Joey sticks, are theirs have drift problems? Do you guys have drift problems with those? Oh, I'm not
I
talking
don't
to Derek.
play
I
it
don't play
enough to
enough.
get them.
Yeah.
But I will say
Yeah,
that
the only
they have a hard coded battery that you can't replace.
Yeah.
So once
That's the only thing I've
fucked-
really heard a lot of.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
the battery life thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I look at regular controllers as a disposable. They should come with an expiration date on them because
They
they're
shouldn't
not
be,
going to
though.
last.
No, they shouldn't, Selden.
Yeah,
I-
that's just an attitude you've taken on based on your experience. But they
based on the
shouldn't
fact
be.
that we've blown through so many of these things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But
It sucks, and yeah, it's good to see these lawsuits coming out and stuff like that, trying to hold them accountable for it. It's just it'll be interesting to see where the market goes after this happens. I mean,
I just don't know how they fix this problem, and like what a price for controls just go up again,
well, I'll
and they're
I'll let
already
them-
ridiculously expensive.
No, I'll let them go up a little
Ridiculously
bit
expensive.
to put metal in certain spots where they've had plastic. That's the issue. Is replace the plastic with metal, and then you don't have these issues. Like it's a simple fix. Like even the Elite controllers have too much plastic in them. Like think about, did you ever own like a really good flight stick or a flight yoke back in the 80s and 90s? No.
Or just let's just say a mouse. Like how many
Yeah. Yeah.
mouse and keyboards have you bought over the years? Hit?
Like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long you been gaming PC wise?
Not as long as my Xboxing though.
I don't know.
Definitely.
I just think that the controllers, they were designed to be cheap with a high profit margin. Like I remember Tiff, like it's not going to show on this controller, but her thumb wore away the plastic just playing Halo
Yeah.
of the original controller one. I've never seen anything like that. I was like, how the fuck hard do you push this thing? But the whole bottom of the thumbstick had no ring around it.
Rubber.
I used to, back in the day, with the regular Nintendo controllers. I was trying to see if I had one behind me because I have all my stuff behind me. But we used to take a piece of plastic and put it on our fingers so you could rapidly do A and B. We used to do that like for days on end, and those controllers would still work to this day. Still work. So you're telling me that they have not, done a better job with new technology?
No, it's all cost cutting. And
I bet we even did it. We even did it with 64 controllers. Those things were like hefty duty, and they still work.
No.
So I don't know. They're just Derek's right. They're just literally just making them out of garbage.
It wasn't till
they're not
till the 360 generation that I had controllers break. I had tons of controllers for the PlayStation 2, and then I replaced them all for the one with the analog sticks. But that was a choice because they didn't come with those originally, or the PlayStation 1. And then PlayStation 2, I never needed any replacement controllers. And 64, I didn't need replacement controllers. It wasn't until the 360 generation that I needed to be like, oh, this controller's now fucked. I gotta get a replacement. Like, that was never a thing.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I guess we'll move on. That wraps up gaming news. If you have stories you want us to talk about next week, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@tooledplay.com. You can also comment on this thread in the Tooled Play homepage. And sponsors! If we had them, we'd sell it, but we don't, so we won't. But same thing, 773-527-2961, email us at podcast@tooledplay.com. You tell us you're selling, we'll tell you pay us. Boom, done! Twitter us up. You can find everything Tooled Play at twitter.com/TooledPlay, everything podcast related at twitter.com/still_got_game. Facebook the fuck out of us, facebook.com/TooledPlay. We have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/TooledToPlay. That's where all of our archive video content goes, whether it's episodes of this show, hits, quick hits, thick and thin with LB and Duty featuring i6 Hitman, Selden's show. Any of our shit is on there and archived on YouTube. So go there and subscribe, and you will have a plethora of shows to watch. Please.
What is Selden's show? What show does Selden have?
Oh,
Man, why you gotta?
See, I didn't do it. Selden, Yant did.
No.
Yeah.
There's so much hate.
Please rate and review the podcast on iTunes. We need some 5-star reviews, so go there, drop 5 stars, and help us out. We have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/still_got_game. That's one of the places we broadcast the show live each and every week, and we will continue to do that week after week moving forward. We have a Discord channel. Our Discord is at tooledplay.com/SGG Discord. That's tooledplay.com/S as in still, G as in got, G as in game Discord. Go there, jump in, chat with us all day long. Yant's almost never there. You probably have a better chance of chatting with Tiff. But Selden, this guy, he will chat with anyone about anything. You want to talk about 1920s copper pennies? He'll fucking he goes balls deep on that shit. So he will talk to you for hours on end. But if you want to talk about Sea of Thieves, hits your man, he'll talk to you and be like, yeah, bro, yeah, let's talk about Sea of Thieves. Yeah, I wear a pirate costume sometimes. It's sick. But yeah, whatever. Just go there, discord.com. Not Discord, tooledplay.com/SGG Discord. Sign up and chat with us there on Discord. All right. On that, why don't we move on over to stuff that's important to us? Hit, what do you want to pimp today?
You can just follow me on socials at i6hitman, Twitter, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all that social stuff. I'm i6hitman. Follow me there.
Your Twitch would technically be I6_Hitman.
Whatever, man. It's fine.
You don't even give a shit. Yeah.
It's fine.
All right.
I don't like.
Selden?
You can find me at Selden007 on all social platforms as well. So I don't have anything I'm pimping out directly, but yeah, definitely if you get a chance to check out some other stuff. So
Yeah. Yant Dizzle?
I would just say give somebody a hug this week and tell them that you care about them.
All right. And I am at Derek Nolan on everything except for Insta, where I am official_Derek Nolan. And I can't not let us do some sort of humanitarian thing. So, American Cancer Society, Juvenile Diabetes Association,
Do it. Yeah.
yeah, just throw some shekels some way. And if you're out to dinner at a restaurant that's still open, throw some shekels your server's way. It really means a lot to them. So, all right,
Give them a hug while you're at it.
yeah, they'll love that.
I mean, not right now.
The
Not during
Delta
COVID.
variant, yeah,
Not during COVID.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, I want to remind you all, you can join us each every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific at youtube.com/tooledplay, facebook.com/tooledplay, and twitch.tv/still_got_game. And on that, why don't we wrap this, hey, there's 4 dudes episode up. I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger the Hitman.
I am Chris Selden007 Selden.
And I'm James Yondog Yont.
Woof.
Wolf.
Oh, welcome to the party, pal.